day 7 of Golden Week, and I finally got a free hour and a half maybe, and then I'm going to go into Shin Sapporo to meet a friend. So this is the front garden this morning. It's looking really pretty, and I'm going to have to switch this off and turn it around the right way now. I'm talking quietly because all the neighbours are out gardening as well today. So here's the front garden, and I won't give you a blow-by-blow account, you've seen this a million times. But none of the rubbish has changed. Here we are, I'll show you that again, because I do like that when it's in full bloom. And I think I'm going to work on this section today, because it'll be easy to see where I've got to, and there's so many weeds, and it will look instantly better once all the dead stuff's been taken off. I'll just give you a walk around the garden. So my strawberries are getting happy, and the lupins are all growing. So are the dandelions. Oh, rhubarb. Now this is a weird mystery, right? I planted this rhubarb and that one on the same day, and this one always grows enormous, and that one just never quite dies. So these are raspberries. Oh, and look, I said I thought they were dead, and in the last couple of days they're all covered in leaves. So now it's very obvious which are the old canes. This is going to be another vegetable bed using those blocks. Ha 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 ha. And oh, definitely in urgent need of tying up raspberry canes. Ooh, excuse me, don't attack me. These are red currants and black currants. So they've got lots of flowers on. They always do very well in this climate. They're like a cold winter. That's a rose that needs cutting down. It's gone wild. The root part has taken over the graft part. This rose I always think is going to die, but it always comes back. It's a very brave thing. I love these flowers. I don't know what they are. They're not forget-me-nots. They're much stronger coloured than forget-me-nots. And they don't flower for very long, but while they do, they're electric blue. And the white narcissus are starting to flower. Everything would just look a whole lot better if I tidied it up, wouldn't it? And this side is pure white narcissus, and this side I made a mistake. I wanted to have white and blue and pink here, but these ones are slightly creamy yellow when they flower. Christmas rose. They're nice, but the flowers look down, so they're a bit pointless really. Oh. The snowball tree is growing. It snowballs. Huge progress even in just a week. And oh, come on, focus. This looks like weeds. I mean, there are a lot of weeds, let's not kid ourselves, but it's been taken over by campanula, which is nice, except that it's a thug. Right, now I'm going to start gardening. View from the road, so really I need to sort it out. The roses have gone bananas, but they're rambler roses, they're meant to ramble. And we're on the north side of the street, so the daffodils on this side are very shaded and they come out later. That's a lovely rambler rose, needs tying in again. And then on this side I split the bulbs last 2 years ago, and they are starting to come in, but they need more fertiliser, and they need more time to get themselves going again. And this is the front flower bed by the steps. So these are mostly white and yellow, but the tulips are getting quite old. I realise they're probably 10 or 15 years old. So I'm going to have a mass replanting of tulips this year, I think. This is thickening up nicely. All that foliage in the centre is autumn crocus, so they'll flower in the autumn, oddly enough. I think that's it for now. It's very hot out there and my hands are aching. Well, I thought that I wouldn't get anything of my Golden Week list done, and I have to say this is the absolute cheats version, because I've tidied my storeroom by throwing things on shelves. I did get rid of a rubbish bag full of stuff, that the rest of it I've literally shoved onto shelves and found spaces for it, so it's still in no order, but it does mean now that the floor's clear, and maybe little by little, a few minutes at a time, I can go through each basket and each shelf, because there's far too much stuff in here and I still don't know where everything is. This is the storeroom now. I think the best that you can say for it is that you can see the floor. That's probably the only thing you can say for it. I was going to throw those battery powered fairy lights away, but when we had the earthquake they were really useful. We used them as lighting at night. Pretty much nothing what the labels say is actually where it is supposed to go, and I'm absolutely sure I don't need all of that stuff. And the filing cabinets are tidy because that is stuff that really matters. That's junk, not showing you. This is old-fashioned photograph albums that are too big to fit on any shelves, and then old computers that we don't know what to do with, and they're too old really, they could, I don't know. And then just craft stuff, and yeah, who knows what's in that heap. That heap is, a lot of it is Christmas books, but yeah, there's so much there that we don't need. So, but you know, you can walk around in it. So I'll count that as a semi-win. Okay, so I think that'll be it for today. You'll have noticed there was absolutely no crochet today, but I'm really pleased that the weather was good enough that I could get some gardening done, and I feel like I know what I want to do, and it's just a matter of finding the time to do it. And I did get the storeroom sort of cleared, and I did have coffee with a friend, so I think that was a really productive day. Tomorrow I've got the morning free, so I'd like to do some more gardening, and then in the afternoon I'm going out to see more friends. I'm going back to Sapporo, so 3 times in 3 days I'll have been away from the house and into the big city, so that's quite exciting. More 4 times in 4 days I've been out. Ooh. And then the last day I've got nothing planned, and if the weather is good I'd like to do gardening and getting ready for starting back for work, but we'll see. And I've got to pack up the crochet I have done and get it ready to go to the craft fair, so that'll be a busy day. So I'll see you tomorrow. Night.